Guys, it's me Paula and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Paula and I do a lot of different sub unboxings on my channel, a lot of fashion, beauty hauls, try-ons, reviews and various things like that. I apologise, it's so hot in here. If you hear a weird noise in the background, it's my fan. Believe it or not, we live in the north of Scotland, northeast of Scotland, but it's like a huge heat wave, and for some reason my house is just like a sauna upstairs at this time when it's really hot, and it's absolutely sweltering. The idea of putting makeup on and everything, I was like, oh no. So apologies for all that. You've got me as I am. So today I'm doing a new series that I'm going to start on my channel, and it's looking at budget friendly subscription boxes. And the aim of this video is to maybe unbox 4 or 5 smaller subscription boxes in one sitting. These are boxes that are fun, enjoyable, maybe don't weigh too hard in the budget, because there's a lot of like lifestyle boxes and beauty boxes that are really expensive. So these are kind of little fun things that are a bit different that you can get in the post that maybe aren't too expensive. Now, to be honest with you, I would probably, weigh in things like Look Fantastic and Glossy Box, because they are very affordable as well. They're about £10–12. However, I do obviously do separate unboxings of those. So for this one, I do have a sock subscription one that I did unbox actually on Saturday, and it went completely wrong. I stuffed up the prices and then I just deleted the video. So normally this one, the sock subscription, will be in with that one as well. So for this month I've got 4 different unboxes to have a look at. Now the first one I'm going to look at is a lovely jewellery one. So I've got a few different things here. Now this is probably the most, no, it's this one and another one in the same prices. So this is £15 a month, but it's an absolutely gorgeous box. Now it's by a brand called BB Design House, and what she does, it's by a lovely artist called Beth, who is so creative. I'll drop down the link of her Etsy link down below. So she's got an Etsy shop where you can buy beautiful jewellery made by clays and resins, and it's absolutely gorgeous. She also offers this 3-month subscription box. Now you could either have it for yourself, which obviously I've done, or you can subscribe for someone else, a present. She can add in a free gift message to your loved one if you'd like. So fantastic. So what you'd get for your money is you get a 3-month subscription. So you can either buy a pair of earrings for £15 from this range, or you can buy the 3-month subscription for £45. So it's absolutely gorgeous. So this is her, and you can go on her Etsy channel and have a look at other things that she does as well, because she's got gorgeous necklaces and earrings and things. So it comes in this lovely box, really well packaged, really sturdy envelope, and this is her emblem. So it's BB Design House. Now what she did is she decided to do this company, and the company, this is called a Reclaim collection, which I think is really interesting, is that she uses it with offcuts from materials that she's used in her jewellery making that would otherwise have gone to the bin. So it's very sustainable. Each design is different because it depends on what she's got in her warehouse at the time. And she makes beautiful earrings. Everyone's different. They have subtle differences. Every month, there might be a different grain through them, a different colour, depending on the clays that she's working with at the time. Now, she decided to do this business because she teaches, what was it she teaches? And let me get right, graphic art and design to 11 to 18-year-olds in her home in Dorset. And what she wanted to do to start this company was she wanted to show the youngsters that, because often art is seen as like a kind of hobby subject. She was showing art that you can make a business, and she's wanting to do this to show that you can make a business around your passion projects and things and what you're good at. So I think it's fantastic. What a fantastic story. And from the background to the brand. So this is it here. So it's BB Design House. I love her logo. You can tell she's an artist. And it's all beautifully designed and packaged. And it says you've been kindly treated to, or kindly treated yourself to, a 3-month subscription to my sustainable earrings box. Each month you'll receive a pair of earrings that have been created from the would-be waste offcuts produced when making my designs, As each design is made from recyclable materials, each and every pair of earrings you receive will be totally unique. Inside this box you'll find your very first pair, you'll receive your second pair at the end of next month, and then the month after. If you'd like to find out more about how your earrings have been made and get a sneak peek preview of my latest creations and that may appear in your next box, find her on Instagram. So I'll put her Instagram handle there. So that's fantastic. And here are the earrings. Now, I should go another little business card there. It says, thank you for shopping small and purchasing my subscription box. Did it say small? I'm purchasing my subscription box. I also popped in a little pair of studs for you. Hope you like them. Ooh, so she gave me a little bonus thing. She's actually wonderful because she actually emailed me to say, what would you like? What colours would you like? What kind of design? You know, what kind of, you know, do you like grains to it? What kind of colours? What do you prefer? So I said I do like blues and purples, and she's popped in a lovely pair of blues. So blues, purples, yellows. So these are gorgeous. Look at these. These are absolutely stunning. I just love statement earrings, and I love things that are a bit boho. So let's put them in. Look at that. So we've got the lovely little stud at the back, and then the blue. And I love the fact that they are one-off designs. I think that's fantastic. So there we go. And I just think these would be a great gift for someone as well. For £45, it's a gift that keeps on giving, isn't it? You know, you could give it to your mum for Mother's Day, or a friend for their birthday, and each month they'll get a beautiful pair of unique earrings. I love those. Those are gorgeous. Look at those. I'll let you close up there. I just love those. I love blue earrings as well. And then, oh, she's popped in a wee pair of studs for me as well. So that's really nice. So this will be another example of, oh, these are gorgeous. So she's got a beautiful pair of white studs. How kind of her. Thank you, Beth. That's really kind of you. Thank you so much. These are beautiful. So I take it you could have them both like that, or you could have one round that way and one round that way. These are amazing. I'm going to keep the blue ones on for the rest of the unboxings. These are great. So what a fantastic idea to, like I say, I'll unbox the next pair on my next video. But definitely I would have a look at her Etsy page. I will drop down the link down below, and her Instagram handle, and you can have a look on there and see if you would like to order. Fabulous. Okay, the next one I'm going to look at is a nature box for children, nature and crafts box for children. This is called Willow and Wild box. Now they always personalise it, so obviously I have my address and everything, which I've taken off there. And then it has my little girl's name on it, Alicia, there at the front, which I think is really nice. It's a really nice personal touch. And this is, it says, warning, small parts, not suitable for children under 3 years, obviously, yes. So Willow and Bark, it's a monthly sub box for 3 to 8 year olds. It deals with lots of little fun activities that they can do out in the garden. There's some learning activities. They've got craft boxes. Now what you can do is you can subscribe. Things go down in price if you obviously commit to longer, and they do have a very good discount, because sometimes I think when you get a sub box, and if you pay up for 3-6 months, it's not that great a membership discount. But this one actually, for the price of it, it does discount quite well if you subscribe for longer. So if you go for just a monthly rolling one, it's £10.95 a month. If you go for 3 months, it's £9.75, which works out £29.75 if you pay it all in one. If you go for a 6 month, which I've done, it works out £9 a month, which I paid up front £54. So I think for 6 months, that's really good, £9. And if you decided to go for 12 months and pay £102 up front, that's working out £8.50. So even at £10.95, it's a great thing for your little kids if they're interested in these type of things. But certainly if you're able to go down to even like the 6 months, that takes it down to £9 a month, under £10, and that includes postage and packaging, which is great. Now I know I'm going to end up finding that I don't have scissors. I'm going to try and just peel this off here. But what they do as well, they also have something called a siblings box. So this is just enough materials for like one child. But say you have a lot of people, I remember when my 2 boys were little, they were quite close in ages. So if you have 2 that are quite close in ages, you might want to get a sibling box, and the sibling box will give enough materials for 2 children to do the activity. And I think I'm trying to look and see what that takes it up to. I think it takes it up to, now I did write it down, in £13.95 a month. And obviously again it goes down if you get the 3, 6 or 9 month subscription. Okay, so And then they do kind of bonus boxes on their site. They do things like, also they do like little extra stuff that you can buy on their site if you're really into it and you really enjoy it. There's like a sunflower seed booking kit. There's like a bumper arts and crafts set for $19.99. So if you're really into it and you find your kids are enjoying it, you could go in and purchase other things too. Okay, so let's have a look inside. So that's what the inside looks like. So let's see what we get in here. So there's a lot of things here. Oh, right, so we'll have a look at the first thing. It says here, welcome to Willow and Wild box. And it says here, May Nature News and Quiz, grow organic peas, grow organic marigolds, a pea pesto and pasta recipe, make a nature journal, learn about pea life cycle and parts of the pea plant, conduct a pea science, garden bird poster, and make a nature bloom. So we hope you enjoy your box. So that's what it's like there. So the first thing you get is like the nature news, and then you get, so it's quite nice because they give you like a bit that you can hole punch it. So if you're wanting to keep these for longer or until younger children grow up, and they can use it. So then we've got something about making something to do with pea science, and it gives you information. This is really good for this time at the moment under lockdown where kids are not at school. You know, actually I've got my older boy, my middle boy, who's 9, and I think actually he would love to do these activities too. He loves nature as well. He loves going out and being hands-on and doing things. So I think these things, it says 3 to 8 years old, but I think actually slightly older children might like that as well. So you get that there. Make a nature loom. So it gives you some fun ideas. Make a nature journal. Nature inspired fun and learning, something to do with marigolds, how to grow marigolds in the garden. We've got how to grow, is that organic peas? Oh, I love fresh peas, sugar snap peas. So the next thing we've got in here, we've got like a bird. This is to do with British garden birds, a big poster all about British garden birds. Really good learning tools here. We've got a packet of crayons, wax crayons. I take it that's for doing the journal. Let's see what they're like. Well, they're nice little wax crayons. They've given you a little school journal, school book for doing their nature journal. I would assume that's what that's for. Then we've got some compost discs. Instructions for use: place compost disc in a pot or saucer and add warm water. Let soak for a couple minutes until fully expanded. So that's why it's fine. They've got a pot down below and some seeds. I really want to grow it, but then we don't have any spare compost or soil. So yeah, that type of thing's kind of useful. And then we've got the calendia, the organic seeds there for planting. And then we've got organic pea seeds there. We've got a pencil for obviously doing your journal. Some string, that must be for stringing up the pea seeds, is it? And 2 lolly sticks, again that must be something to do with the pea seeds, and a rubber. So that's everything that's in the first box there, which I thought was pretty good. I mean, for £9, which essentially I paid up front, so that's pretty good. Having all those little activities to keep your kids going for quite a few occasions, you know, that's really, I really like that. It's a nice little box. Okay, we'll have a look at it next month to see what we get next month. Another one, so I'll do this one first. A real variety of boxes that I've chosen. Now this one's one for me, and this is a coffee subscription. It says coffees here is by Pact Coffee. Now what it is, it's a coffee subscription which you are really able to customize it to your particular taste. So first of all, when you go on the website, there's a few options that you drop down options. The first option is that you decide, do you want pods or do you want like coffee granules or whatever. And you can pick either bags or pods. So you can either get 250 gram bags or you can have pods, and it's Nespresso compatible pods. So if you want to have it for your machine and it's not Nespresso, you might just have to buy the coffee bags. And what it is the prices start at £7.95 a month. So if you just have their house coffee, so first of all, yeah, you choose if you want pods or a bag. Then you choose the type of coffee grind that you want. So do you want whole beans? You can actually have beans, or do you want medium fine, coarse, semi-coarse? And actually it tells you on it what the recommendations for your particular coffee maker. So if you've got a coffee dripper, you know, those drip ones, if you have a cafetiere, if you've got, like you say, the Nespresso, if you've got one of those fancy ones that I never know what the names, you know, those air filtery ones and that glass filter ones. So it gives you recommendations what's suited for your type of coffee maker. And then once you've clicked on that, you say how often you'd like it. So for every time you get an order of 250-gram bags or 40 pods, it's either $7.95 if you just want the house blend. If you want a more special sorry, $6.95. Sorry, I'm being totally stupid today. $6.95 for the house blend, $7.95 when you get to choose, and it's sort of a more kind of fancy blend. So you can choose from a few different options. And if you really want to go wild with it, you can pick a really more expensive one. And I'm trying to see where I've written down the amount of it. I think it was it $8.95 or $9.95? I've written it down, I can't see it. I am sorry. I think it was $8.95 for a more expensive one that's a rare one. And $9.95, I've just seen it, $9.95, and that's for high scoring or rare coffee. So you can have, so if you're really into your coffees and you really love, like, you know, trying new blends, then maybe you go for the $9.95 one. And then you choose how often you want it. Do you want it monthly, which I've picked? You can have it every, 2 months, 3 months. You could have it every week. You could, depends on how often you go through coffee, I suppose. So let's have a look and see what I've got. So it just comes in really well packaged here. And so obviously it's like goes through the letterbox, so it's obviously flattened out. So we've got just a bit of cardboard there, yeah. Then you've got just a voucher for Naked. Everyone, you seem to always, no matter what sub box or what thing you ever get, magazine, you always seem to get a voucher for Naked Wines, don't you? So when you get information about Pact Coffee, and it says welcome, and it says here what makes it different. It gives you some information there. It says here flexible plans, ultimate variety, so 13 rotating coffees, 9 origins, 5 different grind sizes, world class coffee, 100% specialty grade, meaning coffee boffin has marked at least 84 out of 100. So if you're really into your coffee. Ethical sourcing, we pay farmers an average of 55% over fair trade rates. Wow, that's really interesting. Investing in their future and giving you access to world-class coffee that's always improving. So they don't not only pay them fair trade rates, it says there they pay them 55% over fair trade rates. That's why that's interesting. And then it says, so you choose your plan, and then pick your next coffee. You can change what you want. Maybe if you don't like what they've suggested for you, you can go for something else. Try something new every time. You can pause your plan. You can track your taste. If you really like something, you can review it. It gives you a traditional coffee supply chain, and then it gives you an example of the coffee supply chain that Pact uses. So traditional one, it's a lot of air miles and a lot of probably kind of power needed for this. They've got farmer, mill, cooperatives, exporter, shipping, importer, commodity traders and hedgers, roaster, distributor, packager, supermarket. They've gone farmer, mill, shipping, roaster, packager, delivered to you. So it's very fresh, very limiting the amount of, like energy that's being expelled to make your coffee. It gives you information about the bean belts, which I think is really interesting, coffee consumption, really interesting little magazine. It gives you some tales of the growers, who's making the growers, some farmer stories. Why does roasting matter? Think of coffee like bread. So it gives you some information of why roasting beans matter, how to taste your coffee. So it gives you the flavour, sweetness, acidity and mouthfeel. And then it says, tell your friends, give £5, get £5. Ooh. So when you sign up, you'll find a unique code in your account. If I can find that, I don't know where I've got that. I will drop that down. So if you wanted to get £5 off your first order and bring it down to like £3 or £4, that might be for you. So the one I've got, I'm not going to open it because obviously that would be odd. This is the Soratio coffee. I decided it looked really good. I said roasted on the 22nd of May, which is really fresh. Packed on the 25th of May and packed by Emily. Oh, I love that personal touch. And it says they are grown by Jose Zadiro Pereira and Nazareth das Piedras. So it tells you the actual farmers. I love that. Hints of cherry and milk chocolate, and it's medium dark. And oh, actually, there's my unique code. So I will put that down. You know, something that even if you were just to get it for a few weeks, just to see what you like, if you liked it, I think that must be, you know, it's a really kind of cool thing to do. I like the fact that they give a lot more money back to the farmers, and I love the story behind it. That's really interesting. It's really nicely packaged. Okay. I do drink a lot of coffee, mainly tea, but I do drink a lot of coffee as well. Now the last box I'm going to look at is Scrawlrbox. Now I introduced it with my little boy last month. He's really into art, so is my other little boy. Now this is a monthly box for artists, now of all ages. You know, it's not just for children, it's not a children's art set, it's an art lovers set. So each month they have a different theme, they have inspiration from different artists for the themed box, and you obviously get it packed full of different art products. Now this is £15 a month, though you do save money if you sign up for longer. Okay, so obviously the longer you sign up, the better the discount. I don't think you get much discount if you sign up for 3 months, but I think when you sign up for 12 months, you end up saving £15. I remember reading that. So let's dig in and see what we get in this month's box. Now, I remember really liking the box we got last time, because actually it wasn't in that particular, it was a previous month's box I bought, because you can actually go on their website, and if you don't want to sign up, but you're like, I quite fancy having a look at what kind of supplies they've got on there, you can buy previous month's box, I think for like £16.95, I think it's £1, £2 more than you would pay if it was just a subscription. But if you just want to try out what the box is like without committing to a subscription. Okay, so here we've got this month's box. It's all neatly packaged. Again, another letterbox subscription. Okay, so we've got Scrawler's Zine. Okay, so that's it there. And it tells you everything that's in here. We'll have a look in a minute. It says, a sit down with our May featured artist. It said, what, and it just gives you like an interview with the artist. It looks like it's maybe a black and white one this month. I'm not quite sure. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, this is interesting. Right, okay, so it said, we realise you may never have seen or used products like this before, so we put together a few hints and tips and techniques to test out how to get the best out of these supplies. So it gives you some tips on using it. I think it might be like charcoals or something this month. So it gives you some tips on how to use the materials, which is great, especially if you're like a young artist like my kids who are just starting and they're interested in it, or especially like teenagers, they might want to read up about it. I think this would be a great box to give to buy for if you've got children who are maybe going into the academy or who are studying art, either at university or at school, high school. This box would be really good, I think, because it would really help them with if they were studying, say, higher art or A-level art or whatever. So here they've given some Scrawler's gallery pictures. I think this is what people have submitted in to show their that's from the December box. So I think you can you win anything if you design something? I'm not sure if they could win something if you submit something. And this is working with charcoal, so it gives you the history of charcoal, why it's used in paintings and pictures, not paintings, you know what I'm saying, pictures. I'm not very arty, as you can tell. There, so that's a really lovely little book, and it just says Scrawler content. So let's see what we've got first of all. So we have 8 sheets of this, which says paint multi-technique greys. So obviously grey cards, so that's obviously good for obviously doing charcoal on, because it probably shows up in it, and it's like in a rough paper. I don't know what I'm talking about with art, but you guys can drop down comments if you know a bit more about this sort of technique. It's an A5 book, 8 sheets. I would imagine this looks like it'd be something quite quality, like quite expensive paper. What does it say here? It just says more chances to test out your supplies and create artwork on these. So we've got that. We've got a picture, and this is by they always have a picture done by the artist who's featured. Phoebe has loved art from a very young age. She received a classical training in fine art at the Florence Academy of Art, graduating from their 3-year painting programme in 2012. She took part in Sky Art's Portrait Artist of the Year 2017, painting Sue Perkins and Imelda Staunton. She currently lives and paints between Kent and London, always with her terrier Lupin in tow, working on commissioned portraits of people and animals, predominantly working in charcoal and chalk as well as oils. And it gives her website and her Instagram handle there if you want to see other things. I quite like the fact, I mean, I don't know if I would frame that because it's a very, obviously looks like it's a very personal picture of someone, but you know, it does give you a chance, I suppose, to, you know, sometimes these art, you always get an art card, so if you really liked it, you could frame it. You always get a little sweetie theme to the box. So what else have we got in here? Oh, here, yes, now this is what I was looking for. This gives you a bit of a background about the box. So this is, it says here, it's called Carbon Heroes, the May box, Carbon Heroes. Each box provides you with a selection of art supplies and inspiration. So it says here, humans and charcoal both have high percentage of carbon in common, and this month we want you to use the carbon-based tools in this box to create a portrait of your carbon hero. Use the tips and inspiration included and create an image of this special person in your own style. It can be a realistic drawing, an abstract interpretation, or an artwork inspired by them. Explore and create. So we have charcoal sticks there by Coates Willow charcoal sticks. Now I'm not going to take out the packet because it's going to be really messy, but that's what they look like, if you can see them up there. And it says here that the highest quality charcoal from the Coates family renewable willow beds in the Somerset levels. The result is superior charcoal, black in colour and smooth in textures, favoured by fine artists. The next one we've got is Sea White Black compressed charcoal block. So that must be in there as well. It does feel like there's more than one thing in there. And it says they're the highest, ideal for broad expressive drawing and fine detail. It's smooth applications, easy to blend and layer to create deep, dense tones, and it's naturally water soluble, allowing for interesting lines and wash effects. Then we've got the Koh-i-Noor Beyond a Charcoal Pencil. So that's it there. Lots of things that I don't know about. And it says there, it is a charcoal pencil ideal for fine-tuning your sketches and neatening any expressive charcoal marks. This pencil gives you those well-loved traditional charcoal textures with great control and sharp points. So obviously, you know, if you want to do finer detail. The next thing we've got here is 2 lighter Rembrandt chalk pencils. So one there, it doesn't seem to be sharpened. And then we've got another one there. What's that one then? Yeah, so we've got these. Okay. These ones here, and they look like a black sort of chalk and a white chalk, is that right? Or a brown, no, a brown chalk. It says here, these oil-free pencils can be blended and blurred to perfection using fingers, cotton buds, or putty eraser. They layer extremely well and are fantastic for adding realistic shading or highlights to your work. Then we've got a lighter Rembrandt Splendor pencil. This here. There we go. This is Splendor pencil. New artists are probably all familiar with these. This lighter Splendor colourless blending pencil, when applied with little pressure, gives a glossy surface and helps blend tones together seamlessly. And then we've got a Winsor & Newton medium kneaded putty eraser. Ooh, well, that feels weird. I've never seen that before. I'm not going to take it out, but it feels like chewing gum or something. It says they're a putty eraser which can be sculpted for erasing ease into fine point for delicate details, useful for picking out highlights or using en masse to lift larger areas of charcoal without smearing. And then we've got a Perfection eraser pencil. Wow, okay, this is like a really packed full box. So this is an eraser pencil apparently, water-based varnish, and it is by Faber-Castell. I have heard of that actually, even though I'm not an artist. And it says perfect for fine detail erasing and sharpen like ordinary pencils. Great for precision erasing when a little more control is needed. Thinking of it as a reverse drawing rather than erasing. And then we've got the we've got a sharpener, which is great. Obviously we know what a sharpener looks like. And it's just by KUM magnesium double hole pencil sharpener, a great addition to any artist's pencil case, perfect for larger diameter pencils. The blades are high carbon steel and therefore resilient and very sharp, ideal for tapering blunt pencils into perfect point. And then we have obviously like the book that we talked about, and it says the weight of this paper makes it, and it's by Paint on Grey A5 pad. The weight of this paper makes it a suitable surface for a variety of dry techniques. The mid-tone surface is particularly useful for creating dramatic contrast between highlights and shadows. So, and also you get these like eco living, I take it that's for smudging the charcoal. So that's fantastic. So we've got tons of things there. We've got pencil, we've got loads of different chalks, we've got the paper, we've got the artwork, but if you really liked, you could frame a bit of sweetie. And you've got this fantastic book. I think this is a real winner as well, like a fantastic book with information on how to use the medium, which is fantastic. So that's it. It's a long video. I'm glad you watched it. Thanks very much for watching. If you've made it to the end, give me a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching, and tell me what you think. Did you like these mini unboxings? Do you like the idea of having a budget-friendly unboxings? Like I say, next month as well, we've got my sock one too, which is about £6, I think, £6.50. So yeah, tell me what you think, what your views were. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.